Hey guys, but I'm here with a new farming strategy. So for this strategy, we'll be using Ether of Worlds, and I tried a bunch of different things. It took me a while to figure out what was the best, but I think right now this is the best. Again, whenever you add like any of the influence, you can always add some other stuff onto it. This is just like a base. Then if you want, you can add another strategy to it. But now we're just focused on Ether of World, and I'll talk about what I did exactly. So for this strategy, you will need a bunch of 2x2s, so the Conqueror's Idols, and a bunch of 1x3. So it doesn't leave us much room for the 1x1. But oh yeah, okay. So we will be using the Eldritch Gaze. So Eldritch Gaze only has one roll. One is guaranteed, and the other one is 50 to 60%. Try to get it as high as possible, but yeah, it doesn't change that much, but still, if it's higher, it's better. So this is exactly what we'll be doing. And then for the 2x2, we have one mod that's super important. It's monster pack influenced by Eater of Worlds in your maps have 25 to 35% increased pack size. So if you watch the video on the Searing Exarch, that mod was on the 1x1 idols, so the small ones. Now it's on a 2x2. It's super important because this is where most of our currency will come from. So yeah, I have 4 of those. And if you want some other mods you can get on this, you can get shrines. Like here I have shrines. You can get some increased quantity of items found in your maps. And the other one that's super important is scarabs found in your maps are more likely to be the less common rarity. Again, since we will be finding a lot of scarabs, it's worth picking up that mod. You only need one on the 4 of them, but I would say outside of the monster pack influenced by Ether of Worlds in your maps have X percentage increased pack size, this is the most important one. So the scarabs found are more likely to be less common. And then yeah, I have another one with increased pack size. Okay. The other mods doesn't matter as much, but the one that's super important again is monster packs influenced by Ether of Worlds have increased pack size. Mine are pretty well rolled. They're like 32, 32, 32, and 31. Can go up to 35%, but yeah. So that's it for the pack size. Now we'll talk about the 1x3. So the weird thing is, since we're using 4 2x2s, we actually can fit many of those. I could fit another one if I had this unlocked, but I've been lazy. I didn't do all my Atlas bonuses. But anyway, so the mod we're looking for is increased chance to find Ether of Worlds altars in your maps. So when we were using the Searing Exarch, we had one that was guaranteed when we first found the first pack of mobs. It's not the case for Ether of World, so we just need to find a bunch of them. So here it can roll from between 15 to 20%. So yeah, mine are pretty high roll. I think they're all 20 or 19%. So yeah, and the other mods on this one pretty much do nothing for us. And here we have 19% chance to find Ether Worlds, but I added a shrine too, so that's something. And here we have another 19%, and the final boss can give us a whatever. It doesn't really matter. The most important mod, as I said, is the increased chance to find Ether Worlds in your maps. I tried with 4 of those, but the rewards uh, we got from this was lower because we had to make room for this. But as I said, if I planned my stuff better, I could fit one. Uh, so yeah, because yeah, I would have like 3 line there, so 1x3. So this is something I could do. And then for the small ones, it's just Eldritch Ichors found in your maps by Ether of Worlds have 6% chance to be duplicated. It goes from 4 to 6%. So yeah, I really like to use the 6% because, as I said in the previous video, a difference between 4 and 6% is actually 50% more. So this is what I like to do. Another mod you could be looking at is the increased number of scarabs found, which is pretty useful. So yeah, and that's it for the small ones. That's what we're looking for. And yeah, then again, we can run on our map device. We can run domination if you're struggling, because sometimes if you add up a bunch of mods, it will be actually pretty hard. Or you can just use the basic increased quantity, which is you don't need anything else outside of that, and yeah, you're good to go. The only thing is, of course, add the Eater of World, and we'll just do a map right now. So again, you need to use cartographer chisels to add quantity to your maps. We'll use this one, 78%, and see what's up. So Jungle Valley again, city square, or call it Mesa. Anything that you can't come to the boss. The reason why we're doing Jungle Valley doesn't have a boss was suggested by a viewer, and yeah, it's a pretty good idea. So we'll just clear everything. And yeah, as I said, it's not guaranteed to have the first pack of mob give us an altar, so sometimes it will take a while. Oops. Okay. So what we want to click on is not the bubblegum currency like alteration. We don't care about this, so we just find this, and then fusing again. We don't care. Try to find stuff. Right now we only have a quantity. What we're looking for, of course, is the Ichors, if we can find any. Scarabs too. The cool thing about this is you will get a lot of rarity and quantity on the altars themselves. So you will get some like Baltos and some Voidborn Reliquary keys. Here we'll use the division that gives currency. Yeah, sometimes the weird part about this is sometimes you will probably get like barely anything from a map, and then you will get like a divine worth of Ichors and Scarabs. So it's kind of weird. It's a hit or miss, but when it hits, it's kind of crazy. We are, as you can see, we are not getting anything. Scarabs duplicated can be a good mod, but you want to have some sort of Scarabs drop first. Again, here we have a bunch of altars on, but sadly no mod that actually does anything, so we're not really getting much from this map. Okay, now lesser Eldritch, and since we have the a bunch of chance to duplicate them, we will be getting a lot of them, even though it's like the end of the map right now. But I'll see someone's trying to buy some of ours. But yeah, here, as I said, it was a miss. We didn't get much.
Do not worry, little beast. We are friends now.
Got like 12 Ichors, which they're pretty much cheaper than the red ones, but they're still worth something. And you want, if you're doing Jungle Valley, you just want to skip the boss. It takes too long. Don't mind it. As I said, hit or miss. Here it's a total miss. We barely got anything out of it. Alright, let's try a new map. Hopefully this one will be better. As I said, this strategy kind of hit or miss. The other one with Searing's Arc was pretty much guaranteed loot every map. That one sometimes you will have maps like the last one with pretty much nothing. But some others are way more. You will get way more stuff. So I don't know which one it is like better average, because I haven't done as much as I wish I could. Alright, so we got some quantity going, and hope for getting some Ichors or some Scarabs. Pretty much the key to this. Yeah, lesser Ichors. Yeah. And the cool thing about this strategy too is that you can actually hit the Divine Altar. It's pretty rare, but if you do with this setup, and you open it like, let's say at the beginning of your map, you could be getting like 40, 50 divines. It's possible, to be honest. So especially if you juice it, we'll talk about juice later down the road. But yeah, I haven't gotten it yet, but like I said, I didn't do as much. I wish I could, but. And here we got the Grand Eldritch Striker. This is one of the best ones you can actually get. Because in both they're like 5 chaos each for the grand one, so goes up pretty fast. So since we don't want chromes, quantity again. Here you can see a bunch of icons open. And at the end I'll show the number of icons we actually got from this map. I actually thought we would get more than that right now, but it's still a good one because whenever we had the Grand Eldritch altar, it's always good. And again, we'll skip the boss because I care about the boss. It takes forever on Jungle Valley. And the reason why we're running in Jungle Valley is that the boss doesn't spawn as the map is open. Actually spawns when you enter his room. So you will never get any altars with a boss reward. And yeah, we're pretty much close to being done. Just clear everything since we got some good mods. Our altars. If you have shitty mods, just move on to the next map. So if we look at the total, we actually got 31 of the big ones. Well, 21 of the big ones and 38 of the small ones. Alright, now let's talk about some juicing. So similar to the Searing Exarch strategy, if you want, you can use an influencing scarab of the hordes. This will be the best scarabs, and also scarab of Mushroom's lineage. This will work pretty much like this, but only for magic monsters. And I did some testing with Scarab of Wisp because someone asked what else could you juice your map with, but I wasn't too happy with the results. You can add them if you want, but I'm not sure just yet. And if you want some more juice, you can add some sacrifice fragments. Again, it adds some quantity, so it's 5% per sacrifice fragment, but it's not crazy. So if you want to juice, this is the two go-tos, and the other ones are just added bonus to it. On the map device, I would suggest always using this. If you want, you can use a domination to add some shrines, but it's not needed, to be honest. And now let's just see some loots of some crazy maps. Here I'll just showcase some of the loots from our maps, and as I said, since we have a lot of quantity, we get some Valdos and some Voidborn keys, so it's kind of cool. Here this is all loots from different maps. And see we get sometimes a bunch of Scarabs too. 113 Ichors from a single map. All the small ones, but still 113 is pretty crazy in my opinion. We also got some other stuff. See again, as I said, some void point keys. So that's pretty much it for this strategy. As I said earlier in the video, you could add some stuff to your 1x3 or 2x2s to add another strategy into it. I haven't checked much into it just yet, but yeah, I know it's possible to add some more stuff. yeah, that's pretty much it for the strategy. I'll be gone for a couple of days, but when I get back, I will for sure try some new strategies. Hopefully, you're having fun. Personally, for me, whenever there's something new, I'm having a blast because I like discovering new things. And yeah, the idols are pushing stuff to the limit. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. And if you hit a divine altar, make sure you leave a comment down below. I just want to know how many divines you actually get from it. Hopefully, this was helpful. And as always, take care, guys.